Imagine walking into, like, the world's biggest big box store. But instead of groceries or power tools, every single aisle just stretches out to infinity.
In a way.
Yeah, and it's packed with nothing but commercial audio-video gear, like matrix switchers, heavy-duty cables, and massive video walls as far as you can see.
It really is an endless labyrinth.
Right.
And that kind of inventory, I mean, it's incredibly comforting if you're an AV systems integrator building a stadium or something.
Sure.
But it can be intensely intimidating if you're just looking in from the outside, just trying to understand how commercial tech actually works.
Exactly. And that is exactly our mission for today's deep dive. We're taking a very specific piece of tech. It's a professional pan-tilt zoom camera, the Captivate AT-HDVS-CAM in black.
Right, the Captivate.
Yeah, and we're using it as a magnifying glass to understand the staggering scale of the digital storefront that sells it, which is HDTVSupply.
It's a really fantastic way to see how looking closely at one, seemingly simple product can reveal the mechanics of an entire industry ecosystem.
Right. So let's start with the camera itself. We're looking at a professional PTZ camera, that's pan-tilt zoom.
Yeah.
And the listing has the UPC as 0846352 Sauer Bennell 5351 with the price tag sitting right at $370.
Which, immediately tells us something important.
How so?
Well, that $370 price point places this squarely in the commercial grade tier. It draws a hard boundary between this device and, your standard $50 plastic webcam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at this level, you aren't just paying for a lens.
Yeah.
You're paying for robust internal motors.
Right.
Motors that can pan and tilt continuously without burning out, true optical zoom, and a build quality designed to just be left on and operating 24/7.
Okay, I get that it's built like a tank, but looking at the rest of this catalog, I'm genuinely confused.
Why is that?
While this vendor site is plastered with cutting-edge 8K gear,
Oh, right.
they're selling 4K 60Hz systems and fiber optic HDMI cables meant for ultra-high bandwidth. And yet, this $370 quote-unquote professional camera is running on a USB 2.0 connection.
Yeah.
USB 2.0. That feels like finding a cassette tape deck bolted onto a spaceship. I mean, why use such an old standard for a pro setup?
It does sound completely contradictory on the surface, I'll give you that.
Right.
But to understand why a piece of professional hardware relies on a USB 2.0 connection, we actually have to look at who is buying this equipment.
Okay.
And, well, the massive 25-year industry history of the vendor supplying it.
Because HDTVSupply isn't just, shipping out webcams from a garage.
No, not at all.
We're talking about a massive enterprise operation that builds complex AV over IP networks.
Exactly.
Like, they offer over 2,000 different modular matrix switchers.
Yeah, it's why...
So anyone who hasn't wired a commercial building, how exactly does a matrix switcher work?
Well, think of a matrix switcher as a massive digital traffic cop.
Okay.
If you have, say, 20 different cable boxes, computers, and streaming devices, and 50 different TVs scattered across a building...
That's a lot of screens.
Yeah, exactly. The matrix switcher lets you instantly route any video feed to any screen.
Wow.
You can send one feed to all screens or unique feeds to every single screen without physically moving a single cable.
Oh, I see. And AV over IP takes that traffic cop and moves it onto a standard computer network.
Right.
Instead of requiring miles of, dedicated proprietary copper wire.
Exactly. It's a staggering amount of data to manage. And they use these systems to design 4K setups for mega sports bars.
Right, yeah.
Setups that can route video and control up to 160 different TVs simultaneously.
Just imagine the remote control for 160 TVs.
It's crazy.
But it's not just entertainment venues routing Sunday football games. This vendor is deeply integrated into government procurement.
They really are.
They handle federal GSA schedules, Trade Agreements Act approved products, and even NASA SOCI government purchasing.
NASA SOCI, yeah. And that is the exact context we need to answer your question about the USB 2.0 connection.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, when you're supplying NASA, or a military command center, or a sports bar with 160 screens, the absolute last thing you want is a software driver issue.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right. Or a compatibility glitch, because you use some overly bleeding-edge connection that the facility's secure 5-year-old computer network doesn't even recognize.
Ah, I see. It's about being universal.
Yes, exactly.
You plug a USB 2.0 device into almost any terminal, legacy system, or secure government computer on Earth, and it just works.
It just worked.
No hunting for proprietary drivers.
Yeah.
No bandwidth bottlenecks crashing older enterprise networks.
Precisely. In enterprise and government settings, Absolute reliability is the most important feature.
Right.
The highest possible spec on paper. Just doesn't matter if the camera fails to connect during a mission-critical briefing.
And that sheer scale actually matters even if you're just outfitting a small home office or maybe a corporate boardroom.
How do you mean?
Well, when you buy from an ecosystem like that, you aren't just getting a camera. You're tapping into that same expected lifespan.
Oh yeah, the stability required by highly regulated infrastructure.
Exactly. Understanding the vendor's commercial background helps you distinguish between a consumer toy that might look flashy
Right.
and an enterprise-grade tool designed for relentless everyday use.
You're getting the peace of mind that the camera on your desk comes from a catalog trusted by systems integrators coordinating orbital launches.
Yeah, we've really zoomed out today, taking one $370 camera and using it to uncover this sprawling, invisible AV distribution network that just keeps everything running behind the scenes.
It certainly reframes how we judge technology when we just look at the raw numbers on the side of the box.
It really does. Which leaves us with a final thought to mull over for this deep dive.
Okay, what is it?
Well, if an enterprise supplier, trusted by the federal government and massive entertainment complexes, is confidently selling a USB 2.0 camera right alongside cutting-edge 8K video walls,
Yeah,
does this prove that ultimate reliability and universal compatibility will always trump having the absolute latest specs in the professional AV world?
that is a great question.
Maybe the best tool isn't the one with the biggest numbers, but the one you know will work every single time you plug it in.